Welcome back. It is New Comic Wednesday yet again. Every week, we do the same thing here. I picked up my books. Bang, bang, bang. I think it's like 12 or 14. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. But anyway, picked up my books. I read a few of them. I've been a bit busy today, so I haven't read all of them. But, we'll just put some in the pile of we'll get to it eventually books. And some of it is also because I haven't read other issues of it, so I'm just kind of stockpiling. But I've heard good things about them. Now, you all should be very proud of me, because I have been struggling with the disease. I've been struggling with collecting variant covers. And I'm trying to get out of that so much, and more so focus on collecting keys and bigger, better books. I think I only picked up one variant cover this week. So we'll go ahead and start off with I picked up Autumnal, and this book was pretty solid. No, this is number 6, right? Yeah, we're really getting into things getting wild here. I've enjoyed this series. I felt like it's been a bit of a slow burn, like things have been building up, and I really feel like this is the issue where there's a lot of, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's all coming together. It's all coming together, and I think the next issue is going to be really wild. This one really ends at a scary point, and it really opens up the door for some terrifying things to potentially happen next issue. And this is the only book I picked up a variant on, because I've been picking up all these leaf white background covers. I don't know what you want to call it, but I've been picking all these up. So I'm not going to stop now. I have them all. I have 5 of them. I have 6 of them now. So what are you gonna do? I also picked up, what was this, issue 3 of Maniac of New York, and I've heard good things about this. This feels like a very thin comic. Anyway, so I haven't read it. I haven't read the first 2. I have them, just they're in a stack of comics that I need to get to. Same goes for this one, although this is also number 3, Picture of Everything Else. I have the other 2. At least I'm pretty sure I have number 2. I could be wrong. I think I have 1 and 2. I know I have 1 at least. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get around to it eventually. And I saw this cover and I had to have it. So it's a Pulp Fiction. I haven't read Eros and Psyche. This is number 2. Didn't read the first one. Probably not going to read this one, but I just had to have this. It's too cool. Big fan of Pulp Fiction and Tarantino films in general. And I had to have that one. That is a beautiful cover. And that's going to be it for our independent stuff. I'm going to go into our Marvel stuff now. So, picked up Thor 14. This is the end of the Prey arc. So we get the resolution of Donald Blake. We get Donald Blake versus Thor. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty good issue. It doesn't really leave you with, well, I don't know if we're done with Donald Blake or not. So I think we are, and if we are, it doesn't really leave you with any knowledge of what's coming next. So I am curious, because I've been enjoying this run of Thor, and honestly, this run of Thor is kind of what really got me into actually collecting comics. Because for my life, I've read different stories and stuff and different books, but I wasn't a collector. I wasn't a collector. I just had read some stuff, and really the only books I had got were like things that came in the comic 2-packs of action figures and stuff, or it was 2 packs for the little ones, and then on the 6-inch figures they had 1 figure with a comic. But sometimes I miss those days. But anyway, and when I started hearing about this Thor run was pretty good, and I read the first issue and fell in love immediately. The first issue, in my opinion, is still just one of the best opens to a comic of all time. So I'm very, very excited to see where that will go. And then we have Black Cat number 5. I've really been enjoying this run of Black Cat. I enjoy the writer, Jed MacKay, quite a bit. This is the cover B. This is the Heroes Reborn cover. I don't know exactly what's going on. Something with Coulson here. It has nothing to do with the story at all. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that one. I just picked it up because I do like Coulson. That was it. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'll grab that one. But moving on, we have Iron Fist. This is 4, so we got one more issue of this 5-part series. And I feel like we're kind of regurgitating the same stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun because it's Iron Fist and Luke Cage and all these other, heroes and stuff fighting ninja zombies, and they keep fighting, not the heroes, but villains, different various villains keep fighting dragons and stealing their hearts. But I feel like, that happened in the first issue, and happened in the second issue, the third issue, and the fourth issue. I have very little knowledge of what exactly is going on and why. But, it's fun, but I was like, you could, this is only a 5-part issue. You could have done something to vary it up a little bit. It's one of those things is like, I'm not too happy with it, but I'm not too mad about it either. It is not terrible, but I feel like they could have done something, a lot of things actually quite a bit better. So, if you like Iron Fist and related characters, you will probably enjoy it, but that's the thing, like, if you don't care so much about the characters, there's nothing really to bring you into it. And then, I think that's all I had time to read this week. I also picked up, this is Double Trouble 2, right? Yeah, Double Trouble 2, Thor and Loki Double Trouble 2. I think this is the B cover. I liked it a little bit better than the A cover. I thought it was a little fun, and I don't know, just showed the two dynamic. I wasn't a huge fan of this first one, but my brother Chris wanted me to pick these up, so I have been. Sometimes with books made for children, they can be still enjoyable for adult readers. And this one I feel like is a little bit on the side of like, this is really, really more so meant just for kids. Again, not that it's bad, it's just a little too goofy for me. And then I also picked up, I don't know if this is the B or C cover, I think, B cover of Spider Shadow. Didn't get a chance to read this one. I wasn't actually even intending on picking this one up, but this Ron Lim cover with Venom on it is just super sweet. Very, very nice cover. So I went ahead and grabbed that. So, I'll probably read it. I'll probably get around to reading it. I'm very, very far behind on this next series. Pretty cool cover, though. Alex Ross, you can't go wrong with it. Some beautiful metallic reflections and everything in there. Iron Man, what is it, 7? 8? Oof, I am behind. But yeah, I don't know what point I stopped reading this. It was like maybe 3 was the last one I read, something like that. Maybe 4, probably 3. So I really need to catch up on that. And then the last book was a King in Black tie-in. We got Fantastic Four. And I do believe I read the last one before this. Yeah, because the Fantastic Four was like more of a way back. It came out like around issue 3 or 4 of the main King in Black series, but was more in line with what was going on during King in Black 1. And I just didn't have enough time tonight to read this. I'll go back and try to read some of these books and some of these other books that I've been neglecting for a little while. Later on, should be some good stuff. We're at the end of King in Black. I think there might be one more week of King in Black tie-ins. I'm not sure. There was also Neymar that came out this week. I've not been reading Neymar. I read like the first 3 pages of the first one, and I just couldn't do it. It bored me to death. So maybe I gave up too soon. Maybe I threw in the towel prematurely. But I couldn't sit through it. I know some people have been reading it, and it's on like the 5th issue right now. I think I don't know why I looked over at my books like I was going to have it here. It's not here. But I think this week was number 5. I could be wrong. Who knows? Not me. Somebody else that was more dedicated and more invested, but potentially. I read every other tie-in, so like I feel like, I put my effort in. But, well, okay, not necessarily read. I think there's a few that are in my pile of things to read. But I have every other tie-in, let's put it that way. I even have the handbook, which I have no intention of reading. Afterwards, I was like, I don't know why I bought this. Honestly, I don't know why I bought this. I'm not gonna read it. It's got too much going on for me. But that is what I picked up. Some pretty good books. There was a lot of new independents that I might go back and pick up. I'm gonna wait and see what some people say. Particularly, I know Shay, the owner at Pops Comics. He read or is going to read some of them. By the time I see him next, he will have read presumably some of them, and I'll talk to him, and if he says something was pretty sweet, I might pick up a couple more books. We'll see how it goes, because like I said, lots of new independents out this week, and I've been enjoying my independent books. I really have. It's a breath of fresh air sometimes, and I feel like some of them are better or worse. Like I said before, Deep Beyond, I think, came out last week, and I'm just kind of teetering on the edge of getting rid of that one. But Autumnal I've been quite liking. I know there's some other ones like Maniac of New York, which I've heard great things about. I've heard really good things about. I just haven't got around to reading yet. But that is all I got for today, for this week. Well, not for this week. I'll be back Friday with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm very excited for that. If you all haven't been watching that, last week's episode was fantastic. Very, very, very good. And we'll be back Friday, and then we'll also be back Sunday with a haul video of figures, I believe, we'll be doing this week. So, that is it for today, though. Let me know in the comments down below, what are you reading? What do you recommend? Are there some new independent books that came out this week that I should be reading? Let me know before I miss out, because I hate to miss out. I was just looking at prices on Nottingham 1. I had that book in my hand, and I sat it back down on the shelf. That book is like $90 now. It's insane. I picked up a number 2. Theoretically, I think in 2 weeks the second print of number 1 comes out. So I'll get that, but it's like, oh my goodness. It's getting so expensive, I don't even know if I want to, like, read a book that's that expensive. I might just wait for a trade to come out, but still collect the issues as they come out. I don't know. We'll see. That book's going crazy right now. I had it in my hand. Don't be me. Be smarter than me. You all have a good one.